So shall we make a start and start sharing the presentation? Perfect.
Oh, wait, sorry, I just have to click on. Oh, it's already starting. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Perfect.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So I'm really excited to be here, guys, and talking to you today. I will be covering the topic of career development. It's a topic that I'm really excited about. So I really want to thank Shauri for inviting me along to this session. So hopefully you will enjoy this session, and by the end of it, you will feel motivated to go for the job you want, and you would like to get some ideas on how to get the job you want. So I'm not here today to tell you what job would work best for you, but I'll be here to hopefully help you how to get the job you want. Um, so today we'll be covering a few topics on career development. So first we will see what is career development, what is this topic that we'll be covering, and we'll learn more a bit about this project and about this topic. Then we'll see why is career development important. So why it is important to talk about this topic and learn more about this topic. Then we will see the stages of career development. And the main stages are grouped into 4 steps, which is the first step is know yourself, then is to explore your options, then is to get focused on your goals, then is to take action, and then we're gonna cover the topic of networking, so you can learn more about that and how it can help you on your career development and to get the job you want. And then we will see some tips on how you can get the career you want. And at last, we're gonna see some quotes about career development. So this is what we'll be covering today. It is a few things. We're going to have some time at the end for any questions you have. If we can move to the next slide, please. Thank you. So let's start first a little bit about me. This is myself in the photo. So my job is Human Resources Operations Administrator in the United Kingdom, and specifically in Scotland. So my job involves working with payroll and other employee-related questions. My bachelor degree is International Hotel Management, which I've learned about different business topics. And then I did my master's degree in International Human Resource Management. Then my hobbies involve reading, watching movies, I like comedies, and also traveling. I'm originally from Cyprus, as you see the flag in the middle, but I live in the UK for the last 7 years now, which is where I studied and work as well. So if we move to the next slide, please. Perfect. Let's see first what is career development. Career development is a very big topic. It covers a lot of different things. Career development is the process of choosing a career, developing your skills throughout the process, and progressing in your career. It is about meeting your goals and to getting the job you want, and that you will be happy in the job you want. So career development is a long process. It can take a long time. You don't do it just once and then you finish. It's a continuous process in your whole life, and that helps you develop as a person, and that helps you get the job you want and gets you have a career that you like. So career development includes learning, so learning about yourself, learning about different topics. It includes taking decisions about how to develop your skills further and how to take the career you want. But it also involves taking decisions on your next steps and the goals you should be having. And all of this should help you to get your ideal job. As we said before, career development is a long process, and there is no right or wrong answer into this. It's all about you and what you like to do in your as a job. And here we're gonna see how to help you to get that job. So as you see in that picture, it involves experience, it involves leadership, learning, and hard work to achieve your goals. So if we go to the next slide, please. So career development can be affected by a number of things. Here are just some few things that can affect career development. So career development can be affected by individual characteristic, which is things that have to do about you and about yourself. So I know in the previous section, in the previous presentation you had, you covered the Myers and Briggs personality test. And that is a great opportunity for you to learn more about yourself, learn more about what you like, what you enjoy spending your time doing, what skills you're good at, what things you're good at. Because let's not forget that we spend a lot of our time of our lives working. So we should do something that we enjoy. So the first part is individual characteristics, and that involves personal characteristics, interests, such as what you like and what you enjoy doing. It involves your values and what you believe in. This can help you have an image of who you are and what you want to do as a career. Then we can see the aspects that can be developed. This can be developed in the long term. For example, your skills, your communication skills, your writing skills, your networking skills. These are things that you can develop as you go along in your career, and your experiences as well. We learn and we gain experience as we go. So based on your individual characteristics, as we said before, you can see what you like and what you would be interested in doing in your life as a career. Then we have the aspects that can be developed, such as your skills, and these will help you to get the job you want. But also we have external opportunities. So external things. So these are things that you cannot affect. For example, opportunities available, what is out there, what jobs are available. So all these things, these three groups can have an effect on your career development and what you choose to do. The important thing to remember is that there is no right or wrong career. Everyone is different, everyone's interests are different. So you have to see what works best for you, and then see how to develop your skills and how to gain experience to get the job you want. An important step is to see the opportunities that are available and what jobs are available out there. So these are aspects that can affect your career development. So if we go to the next slide, please. So let's see now, why is career development important? So there is a quote here that says, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. So I like this quote because it shows that we spend so much time of our life working. So we should make sure that the job we choose is one that we really like and we really love. And that is that we will never have to work, in terms of we'll be very happy in what we do. We will not be forced to go to work, and we will be satisfied with the job we have. So as I said, we spend so many years of our life working, so it is very important to choose a career we love. Effective career development can increase your productivity, so you can be more productive in what you do, but it can also increase your motivation. And by being motivated and by being happy with what you do, this will increase your happiness, this will increase your career development and your productivity in your job as well. So now it is time to ask yourself, what do you want to do for all these years? It takes a lot of time to be able to answer this question, because no one is for sure what they want to do in their life. There is more than one career path for everyone. So career development is important, as you will spend so many years working, and it can increase your happiness and how productivity and motivated you are. As we said, career development is a continuous process, and you continue to learn as you go along. So if we go to the next slide, please. Thank you. So here there are two groups of careers. There is the group of long-term careers, which are longer, and short-term careers. So long-term careers is when you have a specific career path throughout your life. Is when you have one job, one career, and you develop slowly to that. So because of that, you have specialized skills and knowledge on one industry. For example, if you want to be a lawyer, you start from a starting role, and then slowly, as the years pass, you want to develop. The same way, if you want to become a doctor or anything else you want, that's a long-term career, because you start as a low level and then you go up to higher level positions. Because this is into one industry, you have a steady, continuous development to progression, which that means you start and you continue. You learn skills to that industry, and those skills help you to develop in that industry. So then we have short-term careers. So these are jobs that are different to each other and often in different industries. As we said before, the long-term careers is into one industry, one type of jobs, whereas the short-term careers are different jobs in different industries. So you start with one industry and then you move to another industry and then to another one, to different kind of jobs, to different environments. So because these jobs are not related to each other, the skills and the knowledge from each job are often not similar to each other. And that is because each job is completely different to each other. Because of that, you develop a wide variety of skills. So you learn skills from different kinds of jobs. So in long-term careers, we saw that you learned different skills for one kind of jobs to one industry. Whereas in short-term careers, it's different kind of jobs. So you learn different kind of skills. For example, you start working in one job and you learn communication skills, you learn writing skills, then you go to another job and you need other skills to be successful. So in the short-term careers, you accept jobs in different areas to gain skills. And that helps you to have a broader understanding of that job. So basically the difference between the two is that the long-term careers, you are focused into one area and you develop your skills into one area and you have a steady development into that area. Whereas on the other hand, in short-term careers is different kind of jobs and you learn different skills. Again, there is no correct or wrong way to go. It's based on what you want to do and what will help you to achieve your goals. So if we go to the next slide, please. So now we go to the stages of career development. We saw before what is career development, which is how to get the job you want. It's about learning. We saw why it is important, which is because it increases motivation and because we spend so much time of our lives working. So now let's see the stages of career development. The first stage is to know yourself. To know yourself means to know what you like, what you enjoy doing, what your skills are, what kind of jobs you like, and what you want to achieve. The second stage is to explore your options. To explore your options, see what is out there, what kind of jobs are available based on what you learned about yourself, what options are there. The next step is to get focused. This step is about goals. It's about setting what you want to do to achieve your goals. It's about having a plan and knowing what to do. And it's about taking decisions on how to do that. And the last step is about taking action. It's about following the steps you have before, gain experience, and get the job you want. So if we go to the next step and start. So the first step, as we said before, is to know yourself. This is for me the most important thing. It takes a lot of time and you should not be rushing to do this step. You should take your time to make sure that you are well aware about yourself and what you want to do. So in the previous presentation, you covered the Myers and Briggs personality test. So this is a great way to learn about yourself. You learn about what you're good at. Are you good with talking with people? Are you creative in having ideas? Are you good with solving problems? What are you good at? It's about knowing about yourself. You can ask different people to ask you what do they think about you. That might help you as well. The next step is to see what do you like doing. What do you like doing in your own time? What are your interests? How do you like to spend your time? The other step is about your values. Your values is what do you believe in? What do you think you want to contribute as in your job? So the next step is, as we said, to think about what kind of job you want. After you learn about yourself, what you are good at, what do you like doing, what do you believe in, is good at this stage to think what kinds of jobs you like. Think about the salary, the money you want to be getting. That can impact what kind of jobs you go for. Think about the working hours. Think the work environment, which means, do you like to work with a lot of people? Do you like to work with a few people, or do you like to work alone? All these things will help you choose and have an idea of what job you want to go for. It's important here to think and be honest to yourself about what you like and what you don't like doing. And that can keep you started of thinking what kind of jobs you want. So a tip here, it is that it's okay if you don't answer all these questions straight away and you don't know all these answers. It takes time to learn about yourself. And also, as humans, we don't like only one thing. We like different things. So that's okay. So it's about taking time to think and not thinking that I don't know what I want. That's okay. You just take time to find what you like and what kind of jobs you want. And the most important thing here is to ask yourself the right questions. By asking yourself the right questions, with time, you will be able to find the answers. So if we move to the next slide, please. So here we have the SWOT analysis. So what is the SWOT analysis? It is a sort of test and a plan to help you. You analyze your strengths, which is what you're good at. You analyze your weaknesses, which is something you need to develop. You analyze your opportunities, what options are available, but also your threats of what, and the threats is what can stop you to achieve your goal. So the strengths and the weaknesses are based for you on yourself. And the opportunities and threats are based on external factors, external things. So the strengths, as I said before, it has to do with you. It has to do with what you're good at, what you think you are good, and what you think will help you to get the job you want. The weaknesses is something that you are not really good at. For example, I am not really good with numbers. So I know that that is a skill I need to develop. As for the job I want to get, being good with numbers and finances, it is important. So I know that weaknesses is an area I need to develop. And some of your weaknesses, as you develop them, they can become strengths. So the strength is not a fixed thing. You can develop it and become better at new things. And then we have the external, the outside factors. The outside factors are what opportunities are there, what kind of jobs are there. And opportunities is not just for jobs, it is about learning. It's about getting to know new people that can help you. It is about, for example, this project that you are involved in now, and this presentation is an opportunity to learn more. And the threats are things that can stop you. By being aware and knowing what the threats are can help you to know what plans to take. So just to summarize, the strengths has to do with you and your skills. The weaknesses is something that maybe now you're not the best at, but you can still develop it. The opportunities is what options are available, and that can also help you to choosing the job you want. But also the threats, knowing how to stop them and not to let them not achieve your dream job. So with the SWOT analysis, you can learn more about yourself and more about the environment around you. And that can help you with the decisions and the plans you have. So if we go to the next slide, please. So that is another quote I like, which is that believe you can and you're halfway there. And that is something I want you to remember after this presentation, is that career development and choosing the job you want and taking the job you want is a long process. You can find some obstacles in the way, but you should not let that stop you. The important thing is to believe in yourself, to know that you can do it, and you are halfway there, and then the heartbeat is done. The important thing is to believe in yourself and know that it might be a long process, it can be hard, but I can do this. And you should always be thinking that you can do what you want to do. So if we go to the next slide, please. So, as we said, the first step is learning about yourself. After you learn about yourself, what you're good at, what you like doing, we go to the next step, which is exploring your options. Exploring your options means to see what is out there, to do some research and learn about what kind of jobs are out there. So, as in the first step, you saw what your skills are and what you're good at and what you like doing. Using that information, you can see how can I use those skills and those interests? What kind of jobs are out there? What kind of jobs I can think that I can put in practice the skills I know and the skills I have and what I like to get the job you want. When you think about that, you can think, what other skills do you need to be successful in the job you choose? For example, you might need to develop a certain skill, and that will help you get the job you want. So this step is about thinking and researching what options are available out there. Another step of this process is how to search to find the jobs you want. How can you find the career you want? You can talk to different people, you can search, you can think, and you can think and communicate with other people and get your ideas together. And it is important to think who can ask you for information, who you can ask for information about the job you are interested in. For example, if you want to become a doctor, a lawyer, a singer, an accountant, anything you want, who can you ask for more information about this? By getting more information, it can help you better understand that career and what skills you need to develop that career. So a tip here for this step is to create a list with possible careers you would be interested in. So in the first step was to think what you're good at and what you like to do and your interests and what you believe in. In this step is using those information is to create a possible list with what kind of jobs you would like and think how you can learn more about those jobs. If we go to the next slide, please. So the next slide is about getting focused. So getting focused is about planning. So in the previous step, you developed a list with possible jobs you would like. So in this step, it's about planning, having a plan and creating goals on how to achieve the jobs you want. In this step, you can see what can you do that will help you get the job you want. What skills do you need to develop? It's about making a plan on how to develop those skills. Do you need to seek further education? Do you need to get more experience? Do you need to talk to different people and learn more about the job? It's about having a plan on how to achieve the goals you have and the plan you have. So you need to think, how can you develop your skills? As I said before, is it from volunteering? Is it from coming to sessions like this to learn more about things? Is it to going back to education? How can you develop your skills? It is important to think that the skills you develop is not only the ones that you don't have yet, but it's also the skills you have, but you want to get better. So this step is about planning how to get better in your skills. That will help you. Do you need to get any training needed? Are there any companies or any people that can help you get any training? So with training, you can get to know the job. You can see if you really like it. And it's important in this step to search on the jobs you want, any requirements. What do they ask for people working in that job? Do they ask for education? Do they need for experience? Do they need training? What do they want? It is important to think here that maybe a career you thought you wanted to go into, maybe after some training and after gaining some experience into that area, that's not what you want to do. And that's okay. It's important about trying different things, trying what works for you. Maybe you try one job and you don't like it, it's okay. You need to see what works best for you and what job you feel motivated and you feel like you like it. So a tip in this step, into the third step, is to shortlist your previous choice based on your research and prepare for the next step. So that means the list you had before with the careers, make it smaller. After you gain experience, after you see about the jobs, after you search about those jobs, after you learn more about them, make the list smaller. Maybe some jobs you will not be interested in them anymore, and that's okay. Maybe in other jobs you will find other ones that interest you more. It's about finding what works best for you. So it's a good step on this to make your list smaller on what would be your top jobs you want to get. Also, it's important in this step to have realistic goals, short and long term. For example, what do I need to do to get the job I want? What is my goal to get the job I want? Your goal should be short term, so within a small period of time, but also longer term. And that can help you have a plan, because remember, this step is about planning. Your goals should not be too easy, but should not be too difficult either. It's important for your goals to be based on the plan you did, the research you did, and the job you want. So the plan each one of you has might be different to each other. And that's okay, because different people like different things and learn in a different way. So if we go to the next step, please. Thank you. So the final step is to take action. So in the previous step, we covered on how to research and search about your job and how to make a plan and have a goal on how to achieve the job you want. So the fourth step is about taking action and following the steps you created in the previous stage. So this step can take a lot of time, and that's okay. Achieving your goals and following your plan will not always be easy. You will come across some challenges, and that's okay. And remember, in every step you learn about what you like, you learn about what kind of jobs you want. So you should not let the challenges stop you from achieving your goals and your plans. Your plans are there for guidance to help you. But if you see that the plans you have did not work, you can always change your plans. So here it is important to practice and gain experience. So practice your skills. Go out and find ways to practice what you want to do. Gain experience. Talk to different people. It is important to review your goals regularly because your goals will change based on your circumstances and based on your situation. So it is important to take action, but be flexible to change the goals if it needs to be done. So this step, as I said, is to take actions based on the goals you have, on your short and your long-term goals. It is about practicing and gaining experience, connecting with people, different people that know about the job. For example, if you know someone that wants to do the same job and the same career as you, talk to them, exchange ideas. If you know someone that already works as what you want to be in the future, ask them, how did they get that job? How can you learn? It's important to share knowledge. Here it is a good step as well to search for jobs and think outside of the box. That means to be creative. You need to think about ideas on how can you find the job you want? How can you find people to ask for help and for any questions you have? And remember that it's important to keep developing your skills, to keep learning, and be flexible. So this step is about following the plans and the goals you had in the previous step. Searching for jobs, talking to different people, and practice to gain experience in the job you want. So if we go to the next slide, please. So here we're gonna cover the topic about networking. So what is networking? Networking is something that is used a lot for people to develop their careers. Networking is about creating and maintaining long-term, mutually beneficial relationships with people. It means meeting new people that have interest, maybe the same or different interests as you, and learning from them, but also they will learn from you. There are different types of networking, and they're all good. So each networking is different to each other, but they're all good for your development. So there are one-to-one meetings, which is when you meet with different people individually to learn and to talk about your interests and jobs. The other type of networking is about big events and conferences. For example, if you see this the picture here, it is from people meeting at an event, and you talk to different people and you hear what they have to say. You meet new people, and these new people can help you get the job you want. That's why it's important to network, because you learn, you meet new people, and they can help you to get the career you want. Another type of networking is volunteering. volunteering is a really good opportunity for you to explore different options and meet new people. So if you go to the next slide, please. So let's see why is networking important. So we covered before that career development can be affected by your experiences. So what you go through and what you learn, what jobs you had in the past. It is affected by the people you know. And that's why networking is important. And also the opportunities you have. By knowing a lot of people and by networking, you can come across more opportunities. And by having these opportunities, it can help you to get the job you want. Maybe you can learn new skills, and that can also help you to get the job you want. So it's important to meet new people, to hear about what they have to say, to learn from them. So networking is important because you connect with people. You hear about opportunities and what is available, and you improve your communication skills. Communication skills is something very important. So you can develop that through networking. Different people like different types of networking, and that's okay. So by networking, you can find connections in the industry you're trying to get into and get valuable information. For example, by networking, you can learn that in the career I want to go into, they need this education and they need these skills. And that can get you an idea about what you need to develop. By hearing about those information, it can help you learn more about different jobs. And you can learn more about maybe different jobs that you didn't think about before. Networking is really important to build relationships with different people, and that you can use them for referrals. Referrals mean if you go for a job, they can ask people you know, what is this person like to work with? And they can say good things about you. And that can help you to get the jobs you want. So networking is important as that will shape and help you with your career development. It can help you connect with people. It can help you hear about opportunities, to learn more about things, and also to build relationships that can help you get the job you want in the future. So if we go to the next slide, please. So let's see now how to be a successful networker. We saw why it is important to network, but let's see now how you can be a successful networker, how to be good at it. Remember that a lot of opportunities, a lot of people would also be networking. So it's important for you to be good at it and to stand out, so people will remember you and help you to get the job you want. So it is important to find the networking style that works best for you. As we said before, there are different networking types: one-to-one meetings, big events, big conferences, volunteering. So each person likes different things. For example, I like smaller events, but someone else will like big events. And there is no correct or wrong way. It's what works best for you and how you will feel more comfortable. So it is important to see what type of networking style you like. You can try different things, and with that way, you will see what type you like. It is important to be motivated, and it is also very important to have a positive attitude, to be positive, to be energetic, and to show passion for what you like to do. So this way people can see that you really want to have a good career, that you're really passionate about what you do and what you want to learn. It is important to follow up with people. After you network, you're gonna meet a lot of different people. It is important to keep in contact with them even after your meetings with them. It is a good option to think about volunteering as an option, because it is a great opportunity to develop your skills, develop different kind of skills, learn new things, meet new people, and also explore more options. Maybe you will come across something that will really interest you and you will be really passionate about. So by learning and by meeting new people, you hear about opportunities, you meet new people, and that can help you get the job you want. If we move to the next slide, please. So we're going to the tips now. It is important to think that it is never too late to start learning. We should always try to learn as much as we can. It is important to think that maybe you're going to have some challenges to get the job you want. Maybe it will not be an easy process, but that's okay. You should believe in yourself and you should not give up. It is important to be focused on your goal. It is important to think that it's okay to want to explore more than one career, and you should keep trying. It is important to don't give up if you come across any challenges, and keep trying to get the job you want. You should think about outside of the box and be creative with ideas. Be creative. Maybe you will think about the job that you don't know anyone else practicing that job, and that's okay. You should think that each person is different. So what job will work for one person might not work for another person. So it's important to think what works best for you and what will make you happy in the career that you choose to do. It is important to be creative with ideas, engage with people, talk to different people to learn new things. And for me, the most important thing is that it's okay to try different things. It's okay if your plans cannot be followed as you thought at first. It's okay to have more than one career choice. So remember, in your career development process, it's important to be creative, to continue learning, to meet with new people, and to not give up. Because even if you come across any problems or challenges, that's okay. It's important to be focused to get the job you want. So in simple words, career development is about identifying your potential, knowing what you are good at and how to develop, and also developing your skills. So if we go to the next slide, please. So as I said before, it's important to be focused. And that's another quote I really like, which says that it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. So career development is a long process. It's a lifelong process. It takes a lot of time. So it is important to not stop. No matter how long it takes, that's okay. the important thing is to be focused, to be motivated, and to believe in yourself, is that you can achieve what you want to do. So overall, career development, it is very important because it has to do with the jobs you want, and it will help you to do something you love. Career development, it's about learning. It's about having a plan on how to get the job you want. It's about not being afraid to try new things. And it is about believing in yourself that you can achieve the goals you set. And that's it. Go next slide. So thank you for being here today. I hope you enjoyed that session, and I hope you feel motivated to get the job you want and to get some ideas on how you can get the job you want. And it is important to remember that you can achieve what you want and your goals as long as you don't give up. That's it. Thank you. So if we have any questions.
Yes, amazing, Tatiana. Thank you so much for this amazing session. Indeed, let's start with the questions. Maybe we can start at project change. Do you guys have any questions? I think I see a question there.
Yes, I have a question. My question is, why do some factors or barriers that influence networking?
Yes, so thank you for your question. It's a really good question. So as we said, networking is important, but you can have some barriers. Some of these barriers are not having enough opportunities to network. How to overcome that is for you to search for opportunities. Maybe you can ask different people. You can seek networking yourself. You can try to talk to different people. You can engage with different people. You can go to different presentations like this. If you think what you came in now, this presentation and this project, it is a networking opportunity because you can talk to different people and you can learn. So even though one barrier is not having enough opportunities, you can always keep trying networking yourself. You can talk to different people yourself. You can ask different people to have these conversations. Another barrier that you can come across is that a lot of people will want to get out of network, will want to achieve what you want from the networking as well. So you can come across competition. Competition is another barrier. So that's why it's important for you to stand out from the crowd and be passionate about what you do. So by being passionate for what you do, you can overcome the barrier of competition. So to me, that's two barriers: not having enough opportunities, but also competition, because a lot of people will be networking. So it's important for you to show yourself out and what you can do. Is that okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll go to the next question on talented Liberian youth. I think Joel has a question. Could you have your hand up? Joel? I think it's connecting to audio. We're not able to hear you. Like, I can't hear you. Could you maybe type in the message box? Yes, I think there's a bit of a audio issue.
You can see in the chat the question.
You guys can also just add I cannot hear you, Joel. It would be great if you could put it in the chat, because then we can read it and then we will answer for you.
Yeah, we can ask, how can you...
Is there a question?
Yeah, there's another question, so I can answer that in the meantime.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So one question is, how can you overcome financial obstacles in choosing your career? That's a good question as well. So it is important to think about the options that you can firstly afford and that can get you started. For example, talking with different people will not involve financial resources. So you have to be creative with ideas on how to get the job you want. Remember, it's not career development, it's not about money, it's not about having the financial opportunity, it's about having goals and thinking of ideas on how you can achieve those goals without the financial resources. So in my point of view, in my opinion, financial resources are not essential. So it's important to think other options. For example, talk to different people, volunteer, gain different experience, and that can help you get the career you want.
Yeah, and I think one thing to add, Tatiana, I don't know if you agree, but especially in this day and age, like where you have technology, like you see a lot of people that just like, send out or ask for an internship or something online, or they just put a video of like what they are talented in. And then sometimes it can be seen by people in like America or Europe, and then they might think like, oh, I want to invest in this person, or oh, I want to do this. So because we have such a like what do you call it, wide world web, like everyone can come in contact with you. You just have to be like open to take opportunity.
I think that's a really good point, because it's important for you to look for opportunities. Put yourself out there, for example, as you said, online on LinkedIn. Maybe that's something that if you forward them some information on LinkedIn after this, look for internships, look for opportunities online that can help you get the job you want. So we also have a question from Caroline. So how can one know his and her career development? So that takes a long time to find what you want. So the first step is to, no one will be certain for sure what they want to do. A lot of people are unsure, and that's okay. So the first step to know about your career and about your career development is about thinking what you like to do. What do you enjoy doing? And that can give you an idea about jobs. Maybe you can ask other people, I like doing this. Maybe you can share some ideas now, even in this call. If, for example, I like working with children and I like teaching, so I would like to work in education, that sort of idea. And that can help you know your career development, what you want to do. It can be a long process, but you can keep trying. It's a good chance as well to keep trying different things, and that can help you know the career you want to go into.
And I don't think, I think for me, even now still, I sometimes think, do I want to do this career? Do I want something else? It can always change, I think. Like, sometimes you really like that, and then you're like, no, I want to do something else. So
yeah, and that's okay. That's totally okay. I think also an important point to say is that maybe you cannot get your top career choice maybe because of different external circumstances. So you can try something else. For example, for me, my top career would be to be a teacher, but I could not do it for specific things, but that's okay because I think about something else I do. So it's about thinking different options and choosing the one that is better for you to do and the one that you can achieve given the opportunities you have.
Okay, let's go to project change because I think they maybe have a question as well.
Yeah.
From project change, does somebody have a question? You can just stop. You can just say your question as well. The project change? Yeah, I can hear you. So you can just talk to the screen. I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. My question is, how can I build a meaningful relationship with someone in my required career? You get that?
Oh, so
how can I build a meaningful relationship with someone in the required industry I want to do my career?
In which industry?
So how to build relationships in the career industry? I think he wants to go to, I think that's the question, yeah. So as we said before, it's to build meaningful relationships in the career industry you want to go. It's about to show that you really like what you do, is to talk people and not be afraid to ask about different opportunities. You should not be scared to ask people that I'm interested in this career industry. Can I come and work to gain experience? So it's important for you to seek opportunities, and by seeking opportunities and by showing your passion and the love for what you want to do, with that you can build relationships in the industry you want to go into. I'm not sure if Shari wants to add something on building relationships.
I mean, I think for me, I wasn't able to build meaningful relationships with everyone because not everyone is gonna have is gonna be the person that you want to have great conversation, that you're gonna have great conversations with, or that it goes really smoothly. But I must say, when I found kind of mentors or people that are what higher up in my industry and they have the same interests, it was just really easy for me to kind of keep in contact, just share relevant articles, just so you have something to talk about and kind of build a bit of a mentorship.
Yeah, keeping in contact is really important. Yeah. Keeping in contact with people and sharing ideas and talking to them and sharing views. I think that's really important to build relationships. Communication is really important.
Exactly.
So in the chat, there's a question about steps in meeting new people. So I think for that, I will also say word of mouth, because maybe you know some people that they know someone else. So maybe by asking someone, do you know someone that works in this industry? This way you can meet new people. Also by coming to this event, you meet so many new people that are in the same situation as you. By volunteering, you can meet new people. By going to different events, volunteering events, you meet new people. So the step to meet new people is to be confident, to try to think about how to meet new people, such as volunteering, to coming to these events. Also, Shaori said online into the career online world. This way you can meet new people. You can meet new people that are also searching for jobs, or for employers that are looking for people. Maybe by doing some internships and new jobs, you learn and you meet new people. So these are some ways that you can meet new people. I'm not sure if Shari wants to add anything to that.
No, I agree. Like definitely online, and also if you see any free events or anything online that you can go to, try to go to it, you know. And then sometimes they will have like these chat sessions that you can chat to people one-on-one. And funny enough, actually, when I did one, which was for a UK network, and they actually when I was doing like the Q&A, I was actually on calls also with people from Ghana, I think, South Africa, from Asia. So like literally everyone can be connected, you know.
Yeah, and it's good not to be afraid to talk to people, and to ask them and have a chat.
Exactly. So
So
speaking of your time, Tatiana,
yeah.
do you want to just like take like 2 more
Yeah, I'm
questions?
okay with time. I don't mind. We have some questions on the chat,
Okay,
so
good. Yeah, I just wanted to double check. Okay, cool.
yeah, it's fine. So another question is that how can one network with someone who is not willing to network with you? But what means can you get that person attention? So as Shauri said, we cannot get along with everyone. So I will say try to show them and tell them why you want to network with them. But my opinion will be don't push too much. If one person is not very willing to network with you, try with someone else. There are a lot more people out there that can help you. You can explain to that person why you want to network with them. But if you see that this person is not willing, you can try with another person.
Should I ask a question for co-change? Because I don't know if they can type. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, they said one on the chat. What is one thing I can do with 10% in order to build a better career? 10%?
So what's one thing you can do? You can do your career to get a better career.
Okay, yeah.
It depends which, how to build a better career. It's very tricky to which step are you.
That's very true.
So overall, I will say to build a career, it's important to have a plan, be flexible to change your plan, and be passionate for what you do, and keep trying. I think for me that's important, to keep trying to get the job you want.
Yeah.
There was a question before that about how can someone that graduated from senior secondary school with undecided can discover a perfect career pathway in their life? I think that's a really good question, because it's very hard to think your perfect career path, and is what Shauri says, that this can change over time. So it's important for you to think what you like. How do you like to spend your time? What kind of jobs would be interested to you? For example, if you are really good with maths and you really like maths, you want to go into accounting. These sort of ideas. So how to get the perfect pathway? I think it's important to know what you like, and this can take time to find what you like. It's important to try different things, and by trying different things, you can learn what you like and see what's the ideal and the perfect pathway and career for you. Another question is about building meaningful relationship with someone in the industry who is not willing to help you in the process. I think it's important to point out that you might meet a lot of people that are not willing to help you, but that's okay, because different people have different things that they want to do. So to build a meaningful relationship with someone, it's important to explain to them the reasons, show them that you're really passionate of what you do. But if they are still not willing to help in the process, maybe it's better to think of other ways, of other people that can help you. Because maybe you try in one specific person who is not willing to help you, but if you think and you may find someone else who is more willing to help you. So I would say be passionate, show that you really like what you do and that you're really dedicated. Explain to them that you really want this, but if they are not willing to help you, it might be a good thing to try with someone else that might be willing to help you. Another question is how to develop a career when I'm financially unstable. That's being financially stable, I think, is not the most important thing to get the career you want. You can develop your career by getting different jobs, learning new things, connecting with people, hearing about opportunities. Maybe you can connect and find some internships online that can help you get that career. So it's important to think about different ways that don't require money.
Yeah.
For example, networking and talking with people, or volunteering, or attending these events, or looking for jobs online. A lot of people are looking for online programs, internships. This doesn't require money.
Yeah.
It can require your time and your dedication.